Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One, two, one, two. E is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One, two, one, two. E is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One, two, one, two. E is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One, two, one, two. E is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One, two, two, three. E is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One, two, one, two. E is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One, two, one, two. E is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. One, two, one, two. E is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. One, two, one.
Hello, Bear. Needle here. Coming with you on a coming to you live from a beautiful Sunday night. And indeed, we are on the precipice of a great adventure. And joining me tonight is my wonderful co-host, fellow bluey head, kerorobo, who should now be unmuted.
I am unmuted.
He is, and he's here. And when I told him I was about to unmute him, he posted KKK in the chat. I don't know why he posted KKK. I don't know why he's supporting that kind of shit on my stream.
It's supposed to be 2 Ks.
Well, it's 3 Ks. And that means you're racist forever.
Listen, you're throwing some wild accusations to me, making me read this shit.
Listen. I have no excuse for this, other than it's fucking awesome. And I'll admit I've only read this up to a certain point.
I've only skimmed it, but it's not done in a fucking screenplay style, so I don't know.
Oh no, Bandit's Belt is not written in proper screenplay format, unfortunately. Most regrettably, no.
It's not written in any particular format.
It's written as if English is their fucking is their last language. Okay, turn that off. I have some different background music that is maybe more appropriate for the scenario at hand.
Well, I have the stream muted, so...
Yeah, well, the fucking music's not for you, okay?
Oh, okay.
Not fucking everything's about you, okay?
Or I'll just unmute the stream and listen.
You can't... This cannot be confirmed or denied as corn. Those are the corn bongos, hear them?
I think you need pan flutes. Need some Zen music.
There we go. There we are. There. But now we're here. Now, without any further ado, we'll just jump into this. Now, we haven't established how we're going to read this. I just realized.
Just realized?
Yeah, I just realized how. It just occurred to me that we didn't decide how we're gonna split this up. I'll read the first chapter. You read the second one, but I'll do like the girl voices and you do the boy voices. Okay? I think that's the best way to do this.
Let me actually get the...
Oh shit, I never gave it to you! Whoops, I never gave it to you.
You gave it to me before.
I gave it to you here. I have it pulled up here.
Yeah, make sure I'm reading the same version.
Well, there's only one version of Bandit's Belt.
I don't want the rough draft. I want the polished version.
You want the finished version? Yeah, you want the edited one.
I'm not doing... I tried to figure out an Australian accent, and I'm not even going to attempt it today.
Yeah, I also had that same problem. I was thinking about just doing my my generic accent, like you know the voice, this voice, this one.
That's your speaking voice with a weird Russian twang.
Yeah, it's a little bit Russian.
No, it's exclusively bad Russian.
It's good. It's a little bit other than it's a little bit.
It's like Jim Carrey trying to be a Babushka.
Listen, fuck you. These are the reasons I'm making you read Bandit's Belt.
I watched a guide and everything on doing Australian accents, and I just could not.
You watched a guide on it?
Yeah, it was like try to smile and pull back your lip or something, and like talk against your teeth. I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
See, that's exactly why I'm not gonna do the Australian accent, because you will judge me. That's why I'm only going to do the semi-Russian twang. If that, Veggie made me feel self-conscious. I mean, Kero made me feel self-conscious about it. And maybe now I won't.
God, you just doxed me?
You don't even go by that name anymore, fucker.
You just doxed my internet persona from
10
plus
years ago. 10 years ago. The only thing I know about, Australian accents is there was, like, a post on Tumblr, like, fucking also 10 years ago. That was like, if you say this series of words, it always comes out in an Australian accent. And I'm not gonna say it because, again, you people are gonna fucking make fun of me.
Oh, I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, you remember that. Yeah, you probably saw that post. And I'm not gonna say it because I'm not giving you people any more ammunition than you already have.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably a fucking million reposts of it anyway. It's like 15 years ago. Okay, you ready to get started on this fucking nightmare? I see where they're coming from, but I don't think it works. I would not be able to tell. Make a fool of yourself. Be the clown. I'm already the clown, okay? Just by virtue of doing this, I'm already the clown.
You are top cunt. You are legend.
Me?
No, that's Bandit talking to himself.
Okay.
Australian affirmations.
Australian affirmations. Okay. I was gonna say, I am storing fat in my Barbie, but you would not get that.
I don't understand.
That's something they say in like penis affirmations, like big penis affirmations. I am storing fat in my penis.
I don't think that's where fat goes. Based on experience.
My penis is large. That sort of thing. So I replaced penis with the first Australian stereotype noun I could think of, and that was Barbie. Which I think is probably the one.
Sword in the balls.
Okay.
You are top dick. Alright, how are we doing this?
Okay, like I said, someone suggested I could do the male voices and you could do the female ones, just to be like, I don't know, woke. Do you want to do that?
That makes sense.
But I
anything that allows me to potentially be Muffin, I like.
Fuck. I wanna do a baby voice, so you know I have to do the baby voice. So I wanna
That's true. You gotta do the Bible baby.
You can't say that, Bible baby.
Deep cut for letter media fans out there.
Is it really that deep? I don't think it is. Okay, I'm gonna be Bingo and Chili, you're gonna be Bluey and Bandit, okay? That's an easy way to do this.
Perfect.
Okay. Chapter 1. Symptoms. It was a rainy day in Brisbane, Australia. Everyone was inside their homes, with their family waiting for the rain to stop. Some families were watching movies. Others were taking an early nap to wait out the rain. However, on top of the hill lived the Healer family. They were having fun, with a game of Twister, all four of them. Bluey was struggling...
Game of Twister, all four of them.
Yeah, with a game of Twister, all four of them. Twister, all four of them is the new, is a new Twister spin-off from Hasbro.
I also like V being capitalized but not Healer.
Listen. We're only one, like sentence in. You can't be asking this many questions. Do you know how many chapters this has? It's a lot. It's a lot of chapters.
Like
it's like
33.
It's like 30. Yeah,
150,000 words.
It's like 33. Yeah. So we're probably not gonna get through all of this tonight. But we're
not getting
do...
through all of it ever. I'm never reading all of it.
You signed the paper. Continuing on. Bluey was struggling to keep her balance on the red spot. Was a 6-year-old blue healer, and so was her father's bandit. Period. Okay, one more time.
When you skim it, you don't see how bad the fucking grammar is.
Okay. No, one more. Bluey was struggling to keep her balance on the red spot. Was a 6-year-old blue healer, and so was her father's bandit. Who had a black patch covering the top half of his face, period, and a black patch on his back. He was tangled with his wife, who was a red healer with white patches all over her body and a dark brown patch on the right side of her face. And lastly, the youngest healer was Bingus. She looked just like her mom, except she didn't have any brown patches on her face. She was 5 years old, and giggling while watching her family struggle.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah, it's your fucking pay attention. Chop chop.
Oh wow, that's actually the line. Okay, my turn. Bingo snipped the spinny thing, said me, bandit.
Okay, she said happily as she spun the spinner.
Oh, Bingo sounds like.
That's what Bingo sounds like now. I have tear that bubble.
I hate this Bingo.
I'm Bingo. I'm Bingus.
Oh, that is me.
Yeah, this is
For Christ's sake. Bandit was having difficulty moving to the purple. Since it was on the far... Why am I reading it off the Twitch screen?
Why are you?
We're gonna read it from the site so I don't have to fucking squint. Alright, let me see. There we go.
I sent it to you for a reason.
I don't fucking know. Oh, for Christ's sake. Bandit was having difficulty moving to the purple. Since it was on the far right side of the paper they were on.
Come on, Bandit, we believe in you, exclaimed his wife, as she was being crushed by her husband's body. Christ.
Okay, I almost got it. Right the whoa! Bandit yelled as he fell on Chili. Lowercase. She was being crushed by his weight.
I gotta emphasize, she's being fucking crushed. He can't breathe. He tried to get up, but since both of their arms were tangled, it took a bit of effort, period, for them to get untangled, period. Sweet biscuits, Bandit. I think you need to lose a bit of weight. You almost broke my back. No comma, she complained as she stretched out her back.
Hey, actually, I think you need to gain a few pounds.
Capital
Have you been losing weight, honey? Bandit questioned her. That's gonna come into play later. Make sure to remember that she's losing weight.
Yeah, fucking keep this in mind. Fucking jot it down in your notes.
Keep that in the back of your head.
I'm just trying to watch my weight, Bandit. Period, unlike you. All you do is eat and stink up the crapper all day. Wouldn't it bother you to be healthier? She yelled at him and left the family room. Crapper isn't specifically Australian slang, is it? Is it not American slang?
I think that is specifically American.
Like they had a whole fucking
they had a whole episode.
Yeah, they had a whole episode about Bluey about fucking the Australian slang for the bathroom. And even they can't get that right.
Dunny.
They can't even fucking get that right. It's almost like this guy doesn't know anything about Bluey or the themes in Bluey. Okay, your turn. You're next. It's after the long comments.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, the ... Kids, I think we should call it a night. Mom doesn't look happy right now.
But Dad, what's wrong with Mom? Bingo questioned.
Bandit kneeled down to Bingo. He has brain cancer. Sorry, spoiler for later.
Stop
something you will experience later on in life. Later on in life, but be happy. Wait, it's something you two will experience later on in life, but be happy. Okay. You don't have to experience it for now, Bandit explained. No end quotation, no commas.
something you two will experience later on in life, but be happy you don't have to experience it now. Brain cancer. 2 weeks later.
You will get it.
Cut to 2 weeks. You will get it. It is a guarantee with the microplastics. But you don't have it now. 2 weeks later. Chili was cutting up the carrots for the chicken soup she was going to serve to the family. She looked tired, even though she had gotten a good 8 hours sleep. It might have been because she woke up every hour to get a glass of water. Each hour she got thirsty, but it wasn't a normal need for water. For her, it felt like she would pass out if she wouldn't get at least a cup of water. So now she always keeps a liter-sized water container with her at all times.
Oh, I'm Bluey.
Yeah, you get to be the blue ones.
Mom, when's dinner ready? Bluey asked from the dinner table.
It's almost ready, sweetie. I just have to— Ow, fucking cunt! Chili yelled. Bandit heard her cuss and went to check up on her.
Chili, are you okay? I heard you
No, I'm not okay. I cut me bloody finger.
That's an excellent Chili. Okay, let me just get you a medic, I guess I'm saying.
I'm fine. Just sit down while I finish the food and don't interrupt me, Chili said as she drowned her wound in the sink.
That's a weird way to put it. Chili, why are you acting like this? I just want to help.
Piss off! She yelled at him. Chili has never cussed this much. There were times when he had made her mad enough that she would kick him out of their room, and then he would have to sleep on the couch. But this was a new type of emotion for Bandit. She wasn't mad, she was stressed out.
The first time he's seen her stressed? You have 2 kids and this is the first time?
Bandit's not paying a lot of attention. Bandit's watching rugby.
Honey,
Bandit's watching rugby with his belt.
Down. You're not acting like yourself, Bandit suggested.
He was trying to keep his cool, but her constant yelling was starting to bother him. I said piss off! What are you, a bloody yanker? Are you trying to control me? I'm slipping into it by accident. I'm not even doing it on purpose.
They dropped all formatting here. Oh, when the conversation begins. Fucking, all the other dialogue begins. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
There should be quotations.
We don't need quotations. Where we're going, we don't need quotations.
Fuck, where am I? Oh, there we go. Wow, Chili, that was completely unrelated to this conversation. What's wrong with you? Bandit said. Oh wait, is this me?
Yeah, it's you again.
Dad, are you two squabbling? Asked Bluey. She was playing with her fingers, whatever the fuck that means.
Don't think about what that means. Oh no, mate, this isn't squabbling, this is a bloody argument. Bluey ran away crying. She was never yelled at, but she hated it.
Look what you did. You just yelled at your own daughter. Are you proud of yourself? Exclaimed Bandit as he left Chili in the kitchen to comfort Bluey.
Note that there's a comma between in the kitchen and to comfort Bluey. That's really important that everybody knows that's in there. Hang on. Okay. Sorry. I had to do something. Chili was still mad, but yet she didn't know why. It felt like everything was against her, and all she was trying to do was defend herself. But why would she feel threatened by her own daughter? Drip asterisk, drip asterisk, drip asterisk. She was still bleeding, but it wasn't normal. She was bleeding as though she cut through multiple vines in her finger. But she didn't. She just lightly cut herself on the skin on her finger. Maybe bandits. Right, I should get a bandage. As she left the kitchen, go into the pantry for the medical... Okay, one more time. As she left the kitchen, go into the pantry for some medical equipment to heal her wound, Bluey was in bed crying to herself. She couldn't believe her own mother had just yelled at her. She knew she did nothing wrong and just asked a question. which is what hurt her the most, the being yelled at for no reason.
Bandit opened the door slightly. Hey, mate, are you okay? He questioned. And where's the question mark? No, Mom. I mean, no. Oh, Jesus, this is so hard.
It's harder than it looks.
No, Mom just yelled at me and now she hates me. Bluey covered herself with the blankets to hide her tears from him. Bandit went over and sat on the far end of the bed with a worried look on his face. Listen, mate, I don't know what's going on with her. She's all skinny, she won't eat, and she drinks a lot of water. Maybe, underlined, I should take her to the doctor to check her.
What the bloody hell are you looking at, well-regarded individual? Bandit just remembered that Bingo was left all alone in the dining room, meaning that Chilly, Chilly, I'm not gonna say it, I'm not gonna fucking say it, meaning that Chilly was gonna let all her anger out on her. He leaped off the bed and hurried to the dining room to see Chilly in a corner with Bingo, holding a knife to her throat. Mama, please don't hurt me! Mama, please don't hurt me, Bingo cried out. Listen here, you little shit. Ever since you came into this world, I hated you. You look nothing like me. I should have done an abortion, but they didn't want to do it, and now I'm stuck here with you, a worthless pile of filth. Chilly started to dig the side of the knife into Bingo's throat. Tears were running down on the knife. Whack! She stopped crying when the knife apparently dropped from her mum's hand. She opened her eyes to see her mum on the right, appearing to be knocked out. And then she looked to her left to see her father holding a broken hockey stick. His hand was breathing slowly, frightened to see what he had done. I also wish my mom had done an abortion, so I didn't have to be here reading Bandit's Belt.
It reads like the episode of Futurama with the brain. When Fry writes the story at the end. I, Big Brian, am defeated. I will now leave Earth for no reason. Fucking. It's driving me crazy that they spelled chili correctly the first time and then made it
They just forgot. Yeah, they just forgot. Whatever. You know who I'm talking about.
Alright, okay, I will continue. Fuck.
Yeah, you're like, are you okay?
I have a hockey stick. Oh, there we go. Are you okay, Bingo? He asked her. She ran up behind him.
What's wrong with Mama? She asked.
I don't know, mate. Just go up to your bedroom and stay with Bluey, okay? I'm going to have to call an ambulance.
Bingo listened and left the kitchen into her room. Bandit reached for his phone on the table and called 911. 911? Yeah, it's not even. Yeah, it's not even. It's not. That's not even what it is in Australia. Isn't it like fucking? What is it? 900? I don't know what it is.
They're like numbers that haven't been invented.
It's Stort Blibby Blib.
911. What's your emergency and why are you calling from Australia?
We can't do anything.
They haven't invented medicine there yet. Shit out of luck. Oh, it's 000.
Oh, it's 000, yeah. I've heard about like people, like kids in other countries who will like be like, when asked what's the emergency number to call, they'll say like 911, even though that is absolutely not the fucking emergency number to call in their country.
No, dumbass. The Avengers aren't real either. Hello, ma'am. I just knocked out my wife with a hockey stick. She was going batshit crazy and almost cut my daughter's throat.
I'm glad you got that the daughters in there. I was gonna be mad at you if you didn't.
It should honestly be the daughter's sort of.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's no space. The daughter's throat. Throat.
You did what?
You did what? A very well-trained 911 operator, yeah.
I'm blown away we got through the first chapter. I was not expecting that.
Just 32 more to go. Ugh.
Goddamn.
Oh, we'll get
Also,
there.
I think it's pronounced Brisbane. Is
Brisbane.
it Brisbane?
Brisbane.
Brisbane. I know it's spelled Brisbane, but I think it's one of those things where like the locals say it differently.
Okay, it's Brisbane. Okay, Brisbane. Chapter
I
2.
know a lot about Australian culture.
I know all about Australia from Bandit's Belt.
Wait.
No, this is sorry. I was just... Brisbane. Okay. Chapter 2, news. Brisbane Hospital, quotes. Chili, who was in a hospital bed, was not looking any better than last time. She lost more weight, and her color was starting to fade away. She was in a deep sleep, but sudden thirst hit her hard, and when she woke up, she had a huge headache on the right side of her head. First she saw that she was on a bed. Then she looked at her right hand, that happened to be handcuffed to a rail. She was confused on why she could be here in handcuffs. Yes, this is Bluey as in the cartoon dog show, yes. Yes, I'm glad you're just now putting that together, yes. These are all, rectangle dog characters.
Oh, don't go. Pizza party. Cookies and punch by the door.
No one fucking knows what you're talking about.
Okay. My turn.
Yeah, your turn.
Morning, sunshine, said Bandit in the corner of the room with a blank, emotionless face. Or maybe I should be saying good night because it's 12 o'clock.
Bandit, what's going on? Why am I in the hospital and why am I in handcuffs? No question mark. But she questioned him, so you know it's a question because she questioned him.
That question surprised him.
Yeah, just make sure it's a question.
How could she have known? Or how could she have not known? Chili, you yelled at Bluey, told me to piss off, and held a knife to Bingo's throat. I like how that was the last part. You yelled and said a mean thing, and also tried to kill Bingo.
Yes.
Don't you remember any of that?
I did not do that.
Oh.
You're
But
fucking
you did.
you're
I
ruining
saw
the
you.
immersion.
What do you remember? He questioned her.
All I remember was all I remember was cutting carrots, and then it's kinda all foggy from there, she answered.
Might be because I hit you with a hockey stick, Bandit said, looking at the door, trying to avoid eye contact from her.
You did what? She yelled.
Like I said, you tried to cut Bingo's throat.
No, you forgot a very important word in that line.
Like I said, you tried to cut a Bingo's throat.
A bingo. One of our multiple bingos.
We're on Bingo 3. We can't keep doing this.
You can't keep cutting the bingo's throats.
You almost even told her how she... Creak.
Hello there, Miss... Hello there, Mr. and Mrs. Healer. My name is Sean, said the doctor, who was a German shepherd. I have found out what has been going on with Mrs. Healer, but it's devastating news. And now we switch. We switch to Stipe's house. We switched to Stipe's house 5 hours ago.
I was staring at it like, there's something wrong with this, but I can't tell what.
What? What's wrong with Stipe? Nothing's wrong with Stipe. I'm just gonna read Stipe. I'm gonna read Stipe's lines, okay?
Okay.
Stipe was just lying down on the couch, looking for a way to get a rash off his bum that he had for weeks now. So far, nothing that he hasn't already tried came up on his phone. I swear to God, if I don't find a remedy for my rash, I'm gonna scratch my ass until it bleeds, he said as he started to scratch his bum. Ring, 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 ring. Stipe got off the couch to see who was ringing at the door. It was his brother, Bandit, with Bluey and Bingo. Bingo had her hands on her neck. "Oh, hey, bro. How's it going? Are you okay, Bandit?" questioned Stipe.
Not really. I was hoping you could watch the girls till I come back from the hospital to see Chili, my wife.
My wife,
Bandit said
Chili.
calmly.
Yeah, of course, but why is Chili in the hospital?
Oh. Bandit started walking away to his car, not even making eye contact with his brother.
Now, wouldn't the wording, wouldn't they just, in Australia, wouldn't they just cut out the word "the"? Wouldn't they just say "in hospital"?
Ah.
I know they do that in,
Here.
Britain. But again, this guy's showing a fucking, just top-tier knowledge of Australian, like, culture and shit.
This is not
Bandit.
an accurate representation of Brisbane.
This isn't Brisbane. This is Brisbane. This is a different place. This is Brisbane. Bandit started walking away to the car, not even making eye contact with his brother. Bandit, you have to at least tell me. Squeeze! Bandit drove
Bandit
away.
did a donut.
Bandit did a donut and hit multiple mailboxes on his way out. "I swear, he gets on my nerves sometimes," said Stipe. "Hey, Uncle Stipe, do you have any Band-Aids?" questioned Bingo as she held her neck. Yeah, I have a few Band-Aids. Do you get a rash on your neck?" Uncle Strip kneeled down to get a better look at her. We got an additional character now. We got Stipe and we also got Strip. We got gay uncles, Stipe and Strip. Something like that, Bingo said as she revealed her neck to Uncle Strip. It wasn't a deep cut, but a clean cut around her neck, which tore apart a few vines and caused her to bleed slowly. "Oh, shit," said Stipe as he fell almost on the Bluey. "We have to get you some bandages and hydrogen." Not hydrogen peroxide, just, hydrogen, just the fucking raw molecules. As he got up and grabbed Bingo by her sides. "Trixie, get the medical kit! Bingo's bleeding!" Trixie comes into the room, brushing her teeth. The kids are, "Oh shit, I'm getting a medical kit," Trixie yelled as she dropped her toothbrush on the floor. "Muffin, Socks, stay in your room, do not come out." Now, you said you wanted to be Muffin?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
I'll let you be Muffin.
But Bingo and Bluey are here, said Muffin as she stopped halfway from the staircase.
"What did I say?" she yelled, giving Muffin a serious look. All she did was back away slowly to her room, knowing this was not the time to argue with her. Trixie got the medical kit from the kitchen and ran to the living room where Stipe put Bingo on the couch. "Stripe, hold her down. She will not like the hydrogen peroxide," Trixie said as she put the liquid on a small towel.
That's what you want to say in front of a kid.
Yeah, that's what you want to tell a kid. This will only hurt a fucking shit ton. "Wait, what's hydrogen peroxide?" she asked him as he held her by the shoulders in front of Trixie. "Let's just say you're not gonna like it, sweetie," Trixie said as she pushed a towel on her wound. "It burns! It burns! Please stop!" Bingo yelled as she tried to wiggle her way out of Stripe's grip. This one's you. You're next.
Oh. Stop hurting her, Aunt Trixie. Please, stop it, yelled Bluey as she tried pulling on her aunt's leg to get her away from Bingo.
"This is necessary, Bluey. Go with your cousins and stay upstairs. We're not done here," she said. She got her leg out of Bluey's grasp. She got her leg out of Bluey's grasp. As Bingo kept on screaming from the pain of the peroxide. It was scaring Bluey too much. So she ran upstairs where her cousins were, trying to figure out what's going on.
Bluey, what's happening to Bingo? Asked Muffin.
Muffin was being hugged by her sister. She didn't know what was going on, and it scared her. All Bluey did was pass them and went to the front bathroom where she locked the door and ran to the corner, where she curled up to a ball and started crying. Her cousins went to the door and knocked, still curious about what was going on.
Bluey, why did you lock yourself in the bathroom? What's going on? Why is Bingo screaming? Questioned Muffin. Go away, Muffin, she cried.
That should be the name of this fanfic. Why is Bingo screaming? I think that's a better.
Bingo's having a terrible day.
Yeah, this is a bad day for Bingo.
No adult is making it better. The fact that Bandit did not put a band-aid on her fucking neck. She's like, alright, you just keep the blood from coming out with your little baby hand.
She's just
your
like
little disgusting, dirty toddler hand. Just push that
just
against the hole.
covered in fucking glitter glue and shit.
Anybody asked you what happened? Your mom did not stab you in the neck.
As she folded her ears behind her back, trying to block her voice. Bluey! She was stressed out. Her mom just yelled at her like 45 minutes ago. Oh wait, this is Muffin. Whoops. Okay, so yeah, this is... Okay, Muffin's mom did just yell at her. She was stressed out. Her mom just yelled at her. She doesn't know what's going on. And Bingo is yelling downstairs out of pain and agony. And her cousin wouldn't leave her alone. Yeah, so this fucking is... Wait, so who's
Yeah.
who's talk? Who is this supposed to be? Who yelled Bluey? Surely that's Muffin.
I think those are two...
So Muffin
like,
yelled Bluey.
That's Muffin yelling, and that's Bluey thinking.
And this is
Despite
Bluey think. Okay.
there being no
Yeah, and
transition.
this is Bluey thinking, and this is also Bluey talking. Okay. Yeah, this is Bluey talking.
Oh, right.
This,
I'm
yeah,
Bluey.
this is your big line. Make sure you get it right.
Alright. I said, piss off, you overweight nutbag.
She didn't even.
know what piss off
She didn't even
even
know
means.
what piss even means. She just heard her mum say that as a way to show her anger, and now she's doing the same. Muffin stopped trying to talk to Bluey, so then Bluey lied on the floor and she kept on crying uncontrollably. The living room. Bingo in the living room had medical tape on her neck. Tears were still running down her face. The peroxide felt like fire on her wound. As soon as Trixie came into the living room, she scooted to the left corner of the couch away from her. She was terrified of her now. She never thought her own aunt would even try to harm her. No, it's okay, Bingo. I don't have the peroxide anymore. I brought some ice cream. I brought some ice cream for you. No, Bella asks, medical tape, what the fuck did you call 911 for? I think they just ignored the bleeding yeah, and they just ignored the bleeding child at the scene. They were just like, whatever, deal with it. It's fine.
The kid's fine, she's just bleeding from her throat. My wife, however, was hit with a hockey stick.
And she needs to go to the
Which is
hospital
rather easy
now.
to just break over your knee.
I bet some
Also-
yeah.
Fucking peroxide doesn't hurt.
I've never had it.
Like alcohol, rubbing alcohol fucking burns, but peroxide doesn't.
I mean, I've heard that before in like kid shit. And I heard you're not supposed to put hydrogen peroxide on wounds.
God, this person doesn't know anything.
Because I heard it, I don't know what this is, but
It
something...
makes your niece hate you.
yeah, it's niece, it's the niece hating, potion. That's what it is. She showed the little ice cream logo on the cup. Bingo was still hesitant towards Trixie, but she let her sit near her after she gave her the ice cream. Bingo took a spoonful to the mouth to try and cheer herself up. How does it taste, Bingo? I bet it's really good. It's chocolate chowder fudge. What?
I don't
What
know
the fuck are you talking about?
It's frozen it's frozen chowder that I put chocolate sauce on. We do not have any ice cream.
It sounds like dog food. They are dogs. Maybe this is some fucking, big brain shit. Wait, dogs can't eat chocolate. She's trying to kill her again!
I think they do eat chocolate in the show, though.
Ah, fucking... they shouldn't be eating chocolate in the show either. She was trying to lighten the mood, but Bingo just scooted away from her. This caused Trixie to feel bad. She was just trying to help her wound, which also made her question how she even got it in the first place. She knew Bingo wouldn't talk to her for a while, so she went to Muffin's room to ask Bluey why they dropped off on such short notice. So she went to Muffin's room to ask Bluey why they dropped off on such short notice. Hey, Bluey, I was wondering why would... Sniff asterisk, sniff asterisk. Muffin was sitting on her beanbag, crying by herself. Muffin, why are you crying? Asked Trixie.
Bluey ran off into the bathroom and called me a bad word, all because I asked her what was going on, Muffin explained.
One of these days, a dog is gonna die because of Bluey. A dog's probably already fucking died because of Bluey. I mean, realistically, given how fucking big the show is. I mean... they're not eating chocolate every episode. I mean,
I'm playing Marker Island and the dog just ate a marker.
That's okay. Where was I? Okay. Socks was trying her best to cheer her up by hugging her older sister. Trixie then left to go to the bathroom and knocked on the door to see if Bluey was still there.
I told you to piss off, you fat bean.
Oh, fat bean. What the? You do not disrespect me in my own house, Bluey. I'm coming in that bathroom, she yelled at the door. She got the pin on top of the door and unlocked it. She knew she was gaining weight, but it always bothers her when someone reminds her of it. Bluey, you better have a good she paused. Bluey was still crying on the floor. She quickly went to comfort her. She hugged her close, and Bluey embraced that hug. It was the only thing that made her feel comfortable in the horrible situation she was in. She started to control herself. All that crying left her tired. Her eyes were a little red with all the salt from her tears. She had never felt so stressed in her life, all because she had asked a question. Bingo's okay, Bluey. I'm sorry if I scared you. I had to put the liquid in her neck to stop the bleeding. Do you forgive me for scaring you? Trixie asked, still holding her niece. All Bluey did was nod. If we go to the living room and I give you some ice cream, will you tell us what happened to Bingo's neck? She asked. It took Bluey a minute to decide whether or not to tell them what happened earlier in her house. But when her aunt said it was chocolate chowder fudge, she nodded slowly, letting her know she would tell them. Okay then, let's go, she said as she stood up. I don't know if that... I think that was Trixie. Bluey slowly followed her to the living room, where she saw Bingo eating the ice cream. Bingo saw her and quickly ran up to her.
Are you okay, Bingo? Bluey asked.
Bingo was quiet for a few seconds. Bluey noticed the medical tape on her neck and tried to touch it. Bingo grabbed Bluey's hand and shook her head at her. Okay, girls, could you please tell me what happened? How did Bingo cut her neck like that? Trixie asked as she sat on the couch in front of them. Bluey and Bingo decided to sit on the carpet. They didn't know where to start, and it was quiet for a moment. Trixie grabbed what was left of Bingo's ice cream on the couch and gave it to Bluey. Fuck, there's only one ice cream between them? What a fucking bitch. They don't even have
Come
more...
downstairs and eat your sister's
Yeah, eat
ice
your
cream.
sister's half-eaten ice cream.
We gave her because we traumatized her.
And that we're giving you because you're already traumatized. She slowly grabbed it and looked at it for a second. Then she broke the silence. Who's this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be you and me? I think it's supposed to be Bluey, yeah.
Crap. There we go. It all started at home. Mum was making chicken soup, and I asked her if the food was ready. She took a scoop of ice cream and put it in her mouth. She said it was almost ready and then yelled out in pain. Then Dad went to see if she was okay, but she yelled bad words at him, and I went into the kitchen and asked them if they were squabbling. God, that's so fucking awkward to read.
I mean, to be
She
fair,
yelled at me and then said it was a bloody argument.
it's pretty accurate to how real kids talk.
Yeah.
As in, it doesn't make any fucking sense even a little bit. Did Chili really say that? Asked Stripe. Where have you been? Trixie questioned him. I was trying to call Bandit, but he never picked up, he responded. What happened next, Bluey? Trixie asked her. Stripe sat down on the couch, intrigued by Bluey's story. Bluey hesitated for a sec, but then she put ice cream in her mouth to try and calm herself down.
I ran away from the kitchen to my room, and then I hid underneath my sheets. Dad came in and told me that Mom has been acting strange. She doesn't eat, her fur color is starting to fade, and she drinks a lot of water now. He said that he is going to bring her to the hospital, but then he heard her yell at Bingo. He told her he was
Well-regarded individual, finished Bingo. Everyone stared at her. At first she was mute, and now she started talking again. It was surprising, to say the least. Mama called me a well-regarded individual. She ran into the kitchen and grabbed a knife. She grabbed me by the arm and put me into the corner. She had the knife near my neck and told me how I didn't look anything like... She started to cry a little. The idea of her mom saying that just broke her heart. That I didn't look anything like her, and that she should have had an abortion, but they didn't let her, and she never loved me. Bingo started to cry again, but Bluey stopped it by hugging her. Bluey then finished the story.
He then went into my room with a cut on her neck. Later, Dad told us that we were going to stay with Uncle Stripe and Trixie. She took one last scoop of ice cream in her mouth. That is a really weird way to like sensual.
Very sensual, isn't it?
Oh, that's me still.
Bluey's
He
belting
said
like
he
a
was
harlequin
going
novel.
to the hospital where Mum was put in. I asked him why Mum was at the hospital, and he said that he knocked her out with her own hockey stick, and that she was going to kill Bingo.
Stripe and Trixie were both awestruck for a few minutes. They couldn't believe it. Chili went crazy and tried to kill her own daughters. What surprised Stripe was Bandit hitting her with a hockey stick. His brother would never in a million years hit Chili, but considering that his own daughter was endangered, made it more believable. Trixie was in her own thoughts, and she may have found out what was wrong with Chili, but she hopes to be incorrect. Hey, Bluey, how about you two go up with muffins and socks and play with them while we get dinner ready for you? Trixie suggested. This one's you.
Oh, I don't think Muffin wants to play with me. After what I said to her, she said, still hugging Bingo, which is also in quotations. Bluey replied, "What the fuck? What is that sentence?"
Oh, she'll forgive you. Don't worry about it, Trixie said. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the sentence.
Okay, Aunt Trixie, she said.
Bluey and Bingo left the room. As soon as the sisters were gone and the living room was quiet, Trixie put her hand on Stripe's leg. Is there something wrong, honey? He asked her. I think I know what's wrong with Chili, Stripe, she said, looking down. Well, what is it? Question mark outside of quotation marks. Stripe, I think she has... Back at the hospital, 5 hours later.
Mr. Heller.
Your wife has cancer.
Oh, remember what we said about her losing weight?
Mr. Heller.
Mr. Heller. I like how Trixie is like, I've seen enough Dr. House to know that is brain cancer.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know. The next this isn't massively hard to guess because the next chapter is called Cancer. Um, so it's not like they were burying the lead on that one. But no, I wanted to take a break from this for just a minute because I just remembered there was something I wanted to show you.
I'm just looking through the titles of the different chapters right now.
Technically, you have to be reading it at least a little bit if you're here. You're like your eyes are looking at the words a little bit. You can't stop that.
You're hearing it in a
You're hearing it, and your brain is
worst way you
turning it
could,
to
but-
words. No, I
I
saw.
also like that it's like, I can't believe Bandit hit Chili with a hockey stick. Like, she was about to kill Bingo.
But that part's believable, though. Killing Bingo
That
is
makes it a little
believable.
bit more believable. I could kind of see it if Bingo was about to be murdered in front of him. Stripe, are you a fucking idiot?
Yes! I think so, yes. Okay, no, I wanted to show you this. Have you seen this commercial before? You should bring up stream so you can look at it.
Obviously.
Child abuse is believable, but spousal abuse? Mm-mm. You love you love your wife. You don't love your kids.
We agreed to take it out on them.
Yeah, that's a mutual agreement. Okay, I watched this the other day. This is a real ad. This is a real ad.
Mr. D again. Our subject, Value Express combos at the Racks drive-thru. These tasty delights are priced in low, even dollar amounts, so there's no change. That's just grand, because Mr. Delicious just had some rather delicate surgery. If there's no change, he doesn't have to squirm so much to put it back in his pocket, now does he? He just grabs his combo and drives ever so slowly over the speed bump. Tickety-dee.
You like that one? You like it?
I was wondering how the vasectomy was going to come into play. He's gonna dig around his newly opened balls for change.
And this is why you should go to Racks with the new Value Express menu.
You don't need to worry about a quarter slipping in there.
Quarter slipping into your incision like a fucking change slot.
I don't like that one bit.
Anyway, I just wanted to show you that one.
Also, now that he's not gonna have children, he can afford all the fast food that he
He
wants.
can afford all the fast food he can eat. He doesn't need the Racks value menu.
He can go to Checkers.
He can go to rallies in some places of America. Okay. Back to the main attraction. Chapter 3.
Oh,
Cancer. Chapter 3. Cancer. Cancer? Chili stuttered.
did they spell that right?
No, there's a fucking extra E. It's E. These fucking words end in ED, okay? It's very basic.
Doctor did. I don't know. No, this isn't true, Doctor. Please tell me this isn't true, said Bandit.
I'm sorry, but I'm telling the truth. Your wife is in the middle stage of cancer. She has already lost a lot of weight. But, your wife is in the middle stage of cancer. She's already lost.
It's done.
Just fucking go home. We're not even gonna try the chemotherapy. She has already lost a lot of weight. Her fur is starting to turn pale, and she is barely eating.
Is there a way to stop the cancer? Bandit asked, not knowing what cancer was.
He's never heard of it. There's no cure for cancer, Mr. Healer. All she can do is either let her body fight it off, but even if she did fight it off, she would then have to deal with tumors in her body.
Okay, the author doesn't know what cancer is. The cancer and the tumors are two different things entirely. Tumors are attracted to cancer.
Tumors are just extremely prevalent in people with cancer for some reason. We don't know why. Science can't explain it.
Fucking. The tumors? Bandit question.
I've already felt her stomach. She will begin to grow tumors next week. Exactly next week. We pinpointed the date. Somewhere around Wednesday, we think, she'll start getting the tumors. She most likely grew one in her brain, which is what would have caused her aggressive behavior towards your daughter. But we'll have to do an x-ray just to be sure. Sean looked over what was left in the paperwork. After that, she will start to discharge blood from her body. And then her body will either fight off the cancer, or her body will give up, and she'll die.
I told you. They haven't invented medicine yet in Australia. She's like, oh, that fucking sucks, mate. Wife's dead. I love that the doctor can sense the tumors in Chile like fucking Native American tracking somebody in a Hollywood movie.
I mean, he's a fucking dog. Dogs, I think I've heard of dogs, like, smelling tumors or something. Haven't you heard of that?
Oh my god, yeah, you're right, baby.
I'm telling you, this guy's fucking big-brained. He's fucking 2 steps ahead of us.
He just sniffs her and he's like, yep, tumors next week.
Tumors next week. Guaranteed.
I touched her stomach. She got a brain tumor.
This is a line in the stomach that leads directly to the brain. Okay.
Shows it. Paperwork.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. There we go. No! Bandit crashed South Carolina. He
No.
was desperate. And he wasn't thinking right. The idea of his own wife dying was the most horrific thing he could ever imagine. He has been married to her for 16 years. They went on their first date when he was 25 and she was 24. Okay, we don't need this.
Very specific.
He was married. He married her 7 years later and had Bluey 3 years later. And now he was going to lose her. She was the most important person in the world to him. And now there was a chance that he could lose her.
Was a chance.
God, that throws me for such a loop my brain cannot.
Was a chance.
Reading is hard enough. When you throw mistakes that bad in there, it just short circuits my ability to fucking perceive words. For fuck's sake, please, there has to be a way to save her. I don't want to lose her. We have kids. 2 small kids. It means the world to me. Bandit bursted into tears.
No, Bandit
Wait, no,
busted.
Yeah, Bandit
Busted-
busted into tears.
Busted tears right out of his dog dick. Seeing Bandit cry made her start crying. She hated the
the
idea
girl?
of dying. I think this is Chile.
Oh,
I think this is Chile, yeah.
Okay.
She hated the idea of dying. She would never see her husband again because she's a fucking atheist. Bingo and Bluey would be motherless. She did not want to leave her daughters with that type of trauma. Sean didn't react when Bandit grabbed him. He was used to dogs reacting like this. Reminding us that they're dogs. Very important. The first time...
Being a cancer sniffer dog.
We're advanced cancer-sniffing dogs, but we don't have chemo. Sorry. The first time he saw someone break down like this, it made him cry for the whole night. But that was 10 years ago, when he was new to his job. Now he's just used to it. I'm sorry, mate, but there's nothing I can do. It's all up to her now, Sean said as he calmly shoved Bandit's hand off his collar.
Oh my god, sorry, I keep getting lost. Where is it? There we go.
You can do it.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's actually the line.
That's the second time that's happened. You're really getting into the character of Bandit and his belt.
I'm really fucking calling these lines when they come out.
It's okay, Mr. Healer. I understand your emotions. But is there anything you need? Before you head out, Sean said.
Well, I was wondering if you could take the handcuffs off my wife's head.
Sean left the room without saying a word. Just fucking leave mid-set. Just fucking whatever. I got more tumors to sniff. Sorry, we're on a very strict schedule here. Sean left the room without saying a word, making Bandit believe he wasn't going to take the handcuff off her. All he did was look down until he heard Chili start crying. He quickly went to comfort her. Bandit, I'm sorry if I did something wrong. Please forgive me, but I don't want to die. Why is this happening? She asked, her eyes filled with tears.
I don't know, Chili, but you have to be strong. It's the only way you'll survive.
But what about the kids? What will they do if I pass away?
That will not fucking happen, Chili. He yelled at her.
But what if it fucking does happen, Bandit? What will happen? Bandit was quiet for a few seconds, thinking about the possibilities of living without her. It was not good. Crack! Asterisk. Sean came into the room with a small bolt cutter. Luckily we have one of these. In the spare room, he said, as he clipped Chili's cuff off of her. Just, fucking without the police's permission. Just fucking whatever. Just fucking whatever.
Sean's losing his job.
Sean's a loose cannon. We've never seen a doctor who's a loose cannon before. Okay, your turn.
I'll see you tomorrow, Chili. I promise. And I'll bring the kids to see you.
That's a good
Bandit
fucking idea.
said.
It's a real good idea. Chili grabbed Bandit's arm and looked out in shame. Do you think Bingo and Bluey will still love me? She asked.
Bandit held her arm firmly. Of course they will, honey. I'll explain everything to them, Bandit said. He slowly let go of her hand and went to the door where Sean was holding open for him. Take care of her, mate. That's so you know they're Australian. Bandit said to Sean.
Gotta slip those reminders in there. I'll do my best, Mr. Healer, replied Sean. Bandit's house, 1 p.m. at night. Now, what do you think that means? You think that's afternoon? You think that's what they mean? Is night afternoon?
There's only 1 p.m.
It's only... Yeah, it's 1 p.m., yeah. Okay, it's 1 p.m. and Bandit was tired beyond belief. He didn't even bother sleeping in his bed. He just dropped on the couch and closed his eyes as he tried to go to sleep. Then tears came out of his eyes. He gritted his teeth hard. The love of his life is going to die, and there's nothing he can do about it. All he did was yell out his stress. Okay, big line. Nailed it. Stripe's house, 11 a.m. in the morning. Trixie was making brekkie. It was eggs and bacon. She hoped it would cheer Bluey and Bingo up. She watched them as they were both playing hang dog with their cousins in the living room.
Oh, that's right, they're dogs.
Just back to Stipe's house, playing hang dog in Stipe's house. Muffin had a small board up with a half-drawn dog. She loved playing hang dog, but Bluey, however, was not interested. You could say Bluey had a hang dog look.
Won't get it.
That's a fucking... You've never heard the expression hang dog look before?
No.
It means it's like an old-timey phrase. It means like, sad. Like hang dog, like, long, like a fucking like a floppy basset hound sad face. Hang dog.
This might be like a white person Florida thing.
Now who's the one fucking doxing? Huh? Now who's
No, please,
doxing?
Florida's fucking huge.
Yeah, hang dog. Hang dog, adjective. Having a dejected or guilty appearance, shamefaced. Yeah, this is a fucking. Doesn't even say regional. The first use of hang dog was in 1677. So you're behind the times.
I'm sorry I don't use fucking 1677 slang.
Maybe you should. Maybe we gotta be ahead of the curves on these things.
Is it hang dog with a space or hang dog? Just one word?
I think it's just one word. Yeah, I think it's just the one word. Maybe it's hyphenated, but I think it's just one word.
I learned something today.
We're learning from Bandit Spelt. We learned how cancer works, and we learned the meaning of a hang dog look. It's educational. Okay, your turn.
Oh yes. Come on, Bluey, you have to play the game, Muffin complained. Are there any BS? Bluey slowly asked her.
Is there any bullshit in the game? Bluey asked. Yes, Bluey, there's
slowly asked her.
Slow.
What the fuck does that mean?
Bluey's a little bit slow.
Are there any
Bluey was looking at the ground with tired eyes. She barely slept last night, and Bingo slept even less than her. She was trying her best to stay awake, but failed, and slept on the carpet floor beside Bluey. She still had the medical tape on her neck. Occasionally she would scratch it, because of an itch she had.
That's
need to
typically why.
Yeah, you need to make sure you know why she's scratching it. We can't assume these things.
You already asked that question 3 times. There are no bees, Bluey, Muffin stated angrily. Socks was just watching the whole situation from the couch.
Because she's a
sad
fucking dog.
Like this. She's like an actual dog.
An actual dog, yeah.
She was too shy to say anything to them.
Muffin, if Bluey and Bingo don't want to play, you shouldn't force them. Now come to the kitchen and eat brekkie, said Trixie.
We are very Australian.
That's why we
Fine.
called 911.
Fine, Muffin said as she threw the marker on the ground and walked towards the kitchen. Bluey shook Bingo until she woke up, and the 2 tired sisters went to the kitchen to eat. All 4 girls were gathered up on the table, while Trixie passed out their food.
I hope you all like it. It was made by the best chef in the world, she said. Uncle Stipe? Bingo asked, half awake. Nope, your uncle is the second best chef in the world. However, I'm number 1, she stated. Is that so? Stipe said. Oh, we got another Stipe! Oh, we got another Stipe! Stipe said while coming into the kitchen. You know it, honey. I'm number owner, she said with a little sass. What about the burnt steak from last week? Does that still make you the best chef in the world? He questioned her. Okay, that was one time, okay? But even then, I'm still the best.
Look at that stupid best of the worst. All the best.
All the best. I was thinking about this. Here we go. I'm the best.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I'm the best. That's what I was thinking about. Okay.
I wonder what that man's up to. I think he's a baby now.
He's just the best. What about the broccoli incident, he said, while giving her the largest smirk his face could give. Give!
Here we go again, Muffin said, rolling her eyes, anticipating another domestic.
Domesticated, abusing her mother being hit again. That comment made Trixie mad. They both agreed to never talk about it, as long as they lived, and now he broke it. All because she thought broccoli was a fruit. We agreed to never talk.
Relationship is really on the rocks.
no one's doing good in the general healer family. Like, we're all having trouble. We're all really doing bad right now. We agreed to never talk about that again. How was I supposed to know broccoli wasn't a fruit? Trixie shot back. Well, it's not my fault. You weren't raised with common knowledge. I mean, seriously, do you know how much money we wasted because of the whole ordeal? I mean, the bloody paperwork. I said it was not my fault! Trixie was starting to grit her teeth. While the two healers were arguing, Bluey folded her ears so she could not hear them. It was giving her bad memories from yesterday. However, Bingo was having it worse than Bluey. She was wide-eyed and stared out to nothing. She started to zone out to her memories from that day. Bingo's POV. Oh, we're gonna flashback. You ready for a flashback?
I want to know what paperwork had to be done.
Just
That
skip.
cost them
just-
so much money.
Just fucking skip right over it. Doesn't matter. Whatever. We have to have a flashback to reaffirm what we just saw the chapter before last. But the broccoli incident is just fucking waved off. Whatever. You know how it is with broccoli.
Let's flash back 1,000 words.
Bingo's POV. She was sitting at the family table, on her tablet, looking at funny videos.
Watching her finger family.
Watching her finger family. She then hears her mum scream from the kitchen. Her dad got up and ran to see what happened to his wife. Bingo gave Bluey a worried look. After hearing them argue, Bluey decided to check on them. She then came out of the kitchen crying, and then Bandit came out second, running to comfort Bluey. Lastly, her mum came out with a large bowl of soup for her family. She stared at Bingo with tired eyes. All Bingo did was give her a smile, and then she said it, the sentence she will never forget for her entire life. "What the bloody hell are you looking at, well-regarded individual?" Chili quickly ran into the kitchen and grabbed the knife. She took Bingo by her fur and pinned her to the corner with the knife on the side of her neck. So we're getting the exact same lines, just gotta really hammer this shit in.
They
Listen.
copy and pasted the whole
Yeah. Right down to I should have done an abortion. Listen here, you little shit. Ever since you came to this world, I've hated you. You look nothing like me. I should have done an abortion. But they didn't want to do it. And now I'm stuck here with you, a worthless pile of filth. Bingo remembered every word she said. It will forever haunt her consciousness. Back in the present, where Stripe and Trixie were still arguing about the broccoli incident, Bingo stopped zoning out and let out a horrible scream that scared everyone at the table. "No, Mommy, please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. Bingo yelled in agony. She had her face down on the table, with her hands on the back of her head, squeezing her fur tightly as she continues to cry loudly. Trixie grabbed her from the table and hugged her tightly to try and comfort her. Shh, it's okay, Bingo, Trixie said. "Why is she crying?" questioned Stripe.
He doesn't like it when you two squabble, answered Bluey. She was playing with her bacon and then took a bite of it.
It reminds us when Mom went crazy and all she did was argue with Dad.
Bingo said quietly to Trixie. She was giving Trixie a sad look. It broke her heart to see her own nieces like this. She then looked at Stripe and put Bingo down on her chair. I'm sorry if I was being a little sassy with you, Stripe, she said. And I'm sorry for reminding you about the broccoli ordeal, replied Stripe. They both hugged it out, and when they were done, Trixie went to the counter and grabbed 2 plates filled with bacon and eggs. She put Stripe's plate on the front of the table, and put hers on the back. Stripe sat down and tried a bit of the eggs. It was delicious. "Oh my God, Trixie, these eggs taste amazing. What did you put in them?" he asked. Trixie sat in the back of the table, looking at Stripe. "I put some Mexican meat in it. Chris said it always gives a more satisfying taste to cooked eggs." Well, it's the best eggs. We're having a Mexican meat aside. Just whatever. Thank you. Well, it's the best eggs I've ever tasted. You really outdone yourself, Trixie, he complimented her. Thank you, Stripe. It means a lot, she said, giving him a big smile. Everyone finished Trixie's amazing cooking. Bingo even asked for seconds. Trixie gave her the rest of her eggs that were left over. Bluey said not even her dad cooks this good. All of their compliments made Trixie happy knowing they like her cooking. It even brought back Bingo and Bluey's smile. Then they happily played hangdog with Muffin and Socks.
It even brought back Bluey and Bingo's smile. Oh. Are there any, CS question, Bluey? She had only one chance to say the right word or else she would lose the game. Is it coconut? Yeah, it's coconut. Good job, Bluey.
Hooray!
Hooray! It looks like so sad. It's written there for some reason.
Hooray! It's
Muffin then erased
coconut.
everything on the board to start over.
Can I have a turn?
Asked Bingo. She was starting to feel better and wanted to try playing hangdog.
Okay, Bingo. Let's give you a hard one.
Let's
You're the youngest one here.
let's not give Bingo a hard one. I don't
Just
think
had your fucking mind shattered yesterday.
Ding dong! The doorbell rang. I'll get! Yelled out Trixie as she went downstairs. She opened the door and was surprised to see Bandit, who had bags under his eyes. He was avoiding eye contact and looking down at the floor. Oh, hey, Bandit, are you here to pick up the girls? She said.
Yeah. I'm sorry that I left them here without giving you and Stripe a call first, Bandit said.
Oh no, it's okay. You had to go see Chili in the hospital.
Bandit cringed a bit when Trixie reminded him about Chili.
Cringe,
Somehow
huh?
forgotten.
He forgot over the drive over, yeah. How is she, by the way? She asked him. Mysterious ellipses.
I'll tell you and Stripe inside, if that's okay, Bandit asked, still looking at the floor.
Oh, okay, she replied. Trixie moved aside to let Bandit in. In her mind, she knew Chili had cancer because she had a fucking mind link with her sister, but she felt that it was rude to say right now, so she waited for the right opportunity. Bandit and Trixie went upstairs to see their kids were still playing hangdog. Bingo was having a hard time spelling squid.
Are there any D's?
Asked Bingo.
Yep, you have one chance to say it right, Bingo, Muffin told her.
Bingo tried her best to remember that word, but it was taking her a while.
Something still lives on the sea.
Dad! yelled Bluey.
Bingo looked to the right and saw her dad on top of the stairway. Her tail wagged and both of the sisters went up to hug their father.
Hey kids, he said as he embraced their hug. Kids made him give his kids made him give a tired smile to them.
Made him.
He was like they threatened him.
They just fucking put their hands at the corner of his mouth and like, smile, fucker!
Why is mom crazy? He was glad they weren't sad anymore, and was relieved to see Bingo with medical tape. He would have done it himself, but he wanted to see what caused... What? He would have done it himself, but he wanted to see what caused Chili to act so aggressively towards Bingo. You should have taken the fucking 20 seconds required to do it yourself.
There's no time! There's no time! She's getting those tumors next week! She had to get to the hospital now!
I like to think that Trixie knew that Chili had cancer for months now.
And like I
Just
said,
don't wanna say anything.
Trixie could smell the tumors and just didn't
Yeah.
say anything.
He's a cancer dog.
We missed you, Dad.
They both said in unison.
I missed you too. I missed you too, the number, girls. Now come on, we have to get home, he said.
Trixie was a bit bothered. Then Bandit was trying to leave without them. What happened to Chili? Okay, one more time.
But then what had happened?
Trixie was a bit bothered. Then Bandit was trying to leave without them. What had to happen to Chili? No period, no punctuation. Aren't you gonna say bye to your own brother? Stripe came into the room.
Oh hey, it's Stripe. We were just about to leave. Sorry for leaving the kids here without telling you earlier. I'll pay you $60.
Oh no, keep the doll. But even then, I have to speak with you, alone. Alone, if that's all right, Stripe said.
Well, we can't stay. I have to go back to the house and, work. Bandit said. Bandit was avoiding eye contact with him, making it obvious he was lying.
Hey, Trixie, how about you give the girls some ice pops before they leave? Stripe suggested to Trixie. Sure thing, Trixie said.
Yay! Ice pops!
Bingo said, as she and Bluey followed Trixie to the fridge. Muffin, Socks, why don't you grab some pops with your cousin? Stripe said, not taking his eyes off Bandit. For real life, said Socks. Which sounded just like woof, 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 woof.
Wait, Socks can talk?
Woof, 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 woof. It's being automatically translated. Yes, sweetie, replied Stripe. Bandit knew what he was doing, and he hated it.
You're a cunt for that, he said.
Capital C, cunt.
You are a cunt for that, he said. He went to the porch to talk to Stripe, and went to the edge, resting his elbows on the white porch. Okay. His brother went inside too and closed the door shut. That's what closed means.
I'm sorry, Bandit, but I have to ask what happened to Chili, Stripe asked.
He has cancer to Tripe.
Cancer to Tripe! The worst cancer of the Detripe! No! Even though Trixie told the Detripe she might have it, it still surprised him. It made him feel guilty for forcing him to tell him to tell him he did. Him. Oh, Bandit, I'm sorry to hear that, Stripe said.
It's okay, Stripe. Honestly, I was going to tell you eventually. I assume so. I was just feeling a bit sad,
She's gonna tell him at the
Bandit
funeral.
said, keeping his eyes on the pool. Did you see Bingo's cut, Stripe? Asked Bandit.
Yeah, no, we fucking missed it. It only went halfway around her neck.
Yeah, we made her trauma twice as bad by treating it the worst way
With
imaginable.
fucking raw rubbing alcohol. Yeah, we had to put hydrogen peroxide on her. She was crying for a bit after that.
Freaking... We had to cauterize the wound. The fucking cattle brand.
It's the only
Wore
way!
executioner hoods and fucking slowly walked towards her.
We put her on like one of those fucking medieval things with her arms and legs bound. We were just like cranking the thing. Stay
He
still!
told her that both you, Chili, and Bingo were already dead. Did she tell you how she got it?
Yeah, but I refuse to believe that Chili went crazy and tried to kick.
She did, though, and I hit her with her own hockey stick, Bandit interrupted. He went up to Stripe, grabbed him by the shoulders, and gave him a serious look. Stripe was a bit creeped out by this. You won't tell anyone else what I said. If Bingo told Trixie, that's okay. Just make sure you keep her mouth shut, okay? Bandit said sternly. The reason she went batshit crazy was because she might have a tumor in her brain. That causes her to have no control over her emotions. She was having mood swings before she went to the doctor. Bandit was starting to shake a bit. He hated himself for not taking Tilly earlier to the doctor to have her checked on. God, I fucking hate how this Maybe in some way, all of this could have been prevented. If only Trixie had told them months ago. I just thought she was acting strange because of her period.
I'm surprised the guy who wrote this even knows what a period is.
Oh, my god. But I was wrong. And I'm only telling you this, okay? In time, I'll tell our family about her condition. It's just not the right time. Do you understand, Stripe? Bandit had his eyes on Stripe, making sure he wouldn't lie to him. He even squeezed his shoulders a bit to let him know he wasn't joking around.
Bandit, are you okay? Your wife's dying, Bandit. Listen. This is a long fanfic. It's really long, okay? And technically, it only gets longer, I think. The chapters only get longer.
Yeah, they have been progressively longer, haven't they? Well, this is only two, but like this is like twice as long as the first one.
Yeah. And there's fucking like over 30 of them.
Oh yeah, this is the third chapter.
You want to go to like 5? You want to do 5 and then maybe call it?
Let's see how long the next one is.
All right. Okay, fine. I just want to do nice fucking even 5 numbers, whatever. Where were we? Oh, Bandit, are you okay? Stripe asked. God is dead.
Oh yeah, there you go.
God's been dead.
Is Stripe bigger than Bandit? I thought he was smaller.
No idea.
Crap. Every time I look away, I lose my place.
5 is an even number because I like it. The end.
Who's reading? It's me or you?
Oh, yeah, I'll read this. Even though Stripe was bigger than Bandit, his older brother never failed in beating him in anything. They even had physical fights when they were younger, but no matter what, Bandit always won against him. But Bandit realized he was starting to scare his brother, and snapped out of it. He let go of him and shamefully looked down on the floor.
I'm sorry, Stripe. He then looked at his brother. His face now looked tired like it previously was. Between you and me, I was crying on the couch all night. I just don't want to lose the love of my life. You probably wouldn't get it because you don't feel love.
You're in a loveless marriage with your spouse you hate.
You created the emotional void that is Muffin.
You created the fucking emotional black hole that is that
Psychological terrorist.
Psychological terrorist Muffin Healer. Yes.
I just don't want to lose the love of my life. You probably wouldn't get it. But I hope you never have to experience anything like this.
Stripe realized just how much stress Bandit must be dealing with right now. His wife is in the hospital, his daughter with a cut on her neck, and a lack of sleep was too much for his brother.
But if anyone were to find out what Chili did, rumors would go around. People would say things about her that are not true. That happened. It's way worse than the fictitious things they would make up. I just don't want to ruin her reputation, mate.
Get that mate in there so you remember, this is Australia.
I just don't want to ruin her reputation, mate.
Mate.
Bandit put out his hand in front of Stripe, waiting to see if he took it. Don't do it for me. Do it for her brother. I didn't even know she had a brother. Bandit said, almost tearing up. Stripe looked down at his hand and grabbed it.
I promise, Bandit. End of chapter 3. Art for fanfic drawn by me. No comments. Okay, let's see how long this next one is. Oh, Christ. I think we could probably finish this and then wrap it up. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's about the same length as the last
Yeah, it's
one.
about the same one. This is chapter 4. Tiredness. Bandit's
One of the
house.
symptoms of cancer.
Bandit's house. 12 p.m. in the morning. They're really bad at that.
12 p.m. in the morning, 1 p.m. at night.
They're really bad at it.
At fucking 12:30 in Australia, the sun plummets from the fucking sky.
No, wait. Hello, Gabby2. Hello. Welcome. And no, we haven't resolved the cancer. All we've established is that she's going to have tumors next week. Exactly.
Yeah, sometime next week she's
Yes.
getting tumors.
Yeah,
she
next
currently
week-
has cancer. But
Yeah,
no
she
tumor.
has cancer, but she doesn't get the tumors till next week. And they're
But
in
there
her.
might be one on her brain.
Yeah, there might be one on her brain, but there's definitely one in her stomach. Because the doctor felt it and also smelled it.
It's in her brain and stomach, but she's only in mid-stage.
Oh, I
cancer.
don't speak Spanish. Oh no, I don't speak Spanish. But it's
need to
nice
get
it's nice to have you
coffee.
here. Thank you so much. Let's see. Bandit's house, 12 p.m. in the morning. Bandit and his kids arrive home. They entered the house without saying a word. Even though Bluey and Bingo were feeling better, they were still lacking a good sleep, including Bandit. So the trio went into the living room at a slow velocity. Bandit laid on the couch, Bluey laid on the carpet, and Bingo climbed on Bandit's head and laid there. Normally Bandit would be bothered by this, but he was too tired to even complain. He was too deep in his dreams. Bluey was having a dream where she was a pirate, and she and her cousins were fighting off a giant squid. Bandit was dreaming about chewing on a huge bone he found on his last trip to Dog India. Bingo was the last to fall asleep. She was having a dream about her favorite garden gnome, Gerald. Oh my god, a Bingo's dream sequence. Oh my god, no way.
Typical bingo behavior.
Typical Bingo dream sequence. Bingo's dream.
Bingo was having a tea party.
This whole thing's gonna be narrated by Bingo.
Bingo was having a tea party with her husband, Gerald the garden gnome, outside in the nice weather. In the dream, he could move around like a normal dog. Hey, honey, this tea tastes amazing. What did you put in it? Asked Gerald the gnome.
Bingo.
Caitlin S. Yeah, correct. Yeah, right reaction. Correct
Bingo
reaction.
And the gnome.
Yeah.
involved.
It's okay. It's all gonna be okay. We're all gonna make it, I promise.
Oh, you know, babe. It was made with love. More love, and love again with a side of love. And guess what was the last ingredient? Is it pistachios? He asked. Oh my goodness, how did you know?
Bingo looked at whoops.
Bingo looked at her knee as it was starting to vibrate from a giant unknown creature. Stomp asterisk, stomp asterisk, stomp asterisk. She looked behind her and was shocked to see a huge blue T-Rex with darker blue stripes on its body and a huge fang on its bottom jaw. One! She screamed as she and her husband ran away to get away from the dinosaur.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I just need a little. I just need a sippy.
They got outside of the backyard and ran in the stream downhill to try and get away from it. Bingo was starting to get further away from the T-Rex, but sadly her husband couldn't catch up. Sweetie, wait for me, yelled Gerald. like 20 feet in the air. 'Cause that's the measurements we use in Australia. Feet. Take that, you big blue meanie from the Beatles' Yellow Submarine cartoon, she said as she blew a raspberry at it.
Oh God, my fucking jaw is starting to ache.
Oh shit.
We're almost done. We're almost done here.
The dinosaur was not having it and jumped high up to Bingo and grabbed her with its tiny arms. And when it went down, it didn't eat her immediately. Instead, it started to nibble her head. Ah, that hurts! Quit it! She almost yelled. The dinosaur didn't quit, and it just continued. For some reason, even though it was a dream, it actually started to hurt Bingo. Her dream started to fade away as she woke up.
She was surprised to feel that something was still chewing on her head. It was Bandit, still in a deep sleep.
Dad, what are you doing?
She yelled at him, waking him from his slumber. He was surprised to see his mouth on Bingo's head. Just before he woke up, he was dreaming of biting a large bone. It was nice, warm, and juicy, but in the end, it was Bingo's head.
When the hell would a bone be warm and juicy?
I guess if it was fresh out of the body.
I guess.
I mean, he is.
Bingo, I'm sorry. I thought you were a delicious bone. Putting her down on the carpet.
Do I look like a bone to you?
She said angrily.
Well, no. I was just dreaming about eating a bone. And well, I somehow mistake you for a bone, he explained. ...
Just for no reason. Just absolutely, completely unnecessary string of ellipses for no reason. Except
do not know why that is
just to
there.
break up the flow of this already horrible, non-fluent fucking prose.
Am I bone-shaped?
Questioned Bingo as she looked at herself, trying to see if she did in fact was shaped like a bone. She did in fact was shaped like a bone. We know that now.
No, mate, but where's your sister? He said, looking around the living room. Come on, Bingo. We should go look for her. Didn't take long for them to find her. She was in the kitchen eating a banana. She was looking a bit down, with tear stains
She
on
was
her
looking
fur.
a little hangdog.
Bluey, were you crying? He asked her. Yes, Dad, I miss Mum, she said, chewing on her banana. I miss her too, sweetie, he said, hugging her. Look, how about this? Let's order something to eat, and after we're done with that, we'll go see her in the hospital. Okay, Bluey? Will that make you feel better? Can we order sweet and sour chicken? Bluey asked, starting to smile a bit. Of course, sweetie. I know how much you miss your mum. And you know I miss her too. What's that have to do with sweet and sour chicken? He said, looking
It's
down.
also made of dog meat. Just like chili. Just like chili's tumors.
I don't know who's saying
That's
that.
me, that's me.
I don't.
Oh, bingo. Okay, I see. Bandit looked to the left to see Bingo with an upset frown on her face.
I don't want Mom to ever. It's my fuck you. I'm doing baby voice.
Right.
I'm doing the baby voice. I don't want Mom to ever come back. I don't want to see her. Look what she did to me.
She said as she pointed to a medical tape.
Bandit kneeled down to her and picked her up. He put her on the chair next to Bluey. He then sat down in front of them. He stayed quiet while he was trying to find a way to explain Jilly's condition to the kids. Kids, the dog you saw yesterday was not Chili. It was not your mum. What? Bluey questioned.
You know, what I love about the way this guy writes is that every time he's not doing the, person talks, other person talks, other person talks, just like string of dialogue, he always writes like this. 5 words, comma, 5 words, period. 5 words, comma, 5 words, period. Every time.
It's right, like, like he's running out of breath. between words.
It is! Oh, that's fucking exactly what it sounds like. Okay.
Like the kid from Malcolm in the Middle in the wheelchair.
Okay. Okay. The kid you saw was not chilly, but your mom what?
But it was, Mum.
Bingo said, almost yelling at him.
It was not Bingo. Your mom is sick. She has cancer, Bandit said. What's cancer? Asked Bluey. Well, it's when your body starts to get skinny and you can't eat as much and you need a lot of water.
That's cancer.
Is that why Mum was angry last week?
Questioned Bingo.
Not exactly. Cancer grows tumors in a dog's body, and one just happened to grow in her brine. When it starts to grow. Bandit stopped to see if his kids understood. So far they were paying attention. It squashes the brain. It makes a dog emotions. Sorry, and makes a dog emotions unpredictable. So basically, it made your mom
Not in her
angry
crying.
the whole time.
So Mum was angry, but so Mum was not angry for real life. It was the tumor in her head making her angry?
Bingo asked.
Pretty much, said Bandit. So she didn't mean all those things she said about Bingo? Questioned Bluey. Yeah, the tumor basically whispered for her to kill Bingo.
Son of
The
chili.
tumor basically made her say bad things to all of us, not her. So how about we go visit her after we're done eating? He suggested.
I still don't want to see her.
Said Bingo as she got off her chair and walked away from the kitchen.
Bingo, come on. You have to see your mother. I promised her I'd bring you two to the hospital. Instead, trying to change her mind. Die. I'm just gonna order the food. Bluey, could you go check on Bingo for me, mate? Bandit asked her. Yes, Dad, Bluey said as she left the kitchen. After Bingo called the Chinese restaurant and ordered it to his house, he called the hospital to see how Chili was doing. Still have cancer?
Hello,
Oh, yeah.
Hospital. Oh wait, you want to read that guy?
Now I go, yeah. Hello, Brisbane Hospital, how may I help you? Said a female nurse.
Heal? I'm Bandit Healer. And I was wondering how Chili Healer is doing right now.
All right, give me a second to call her doctor, sir, she told him.
That's fine. Very long ellipses.
Is it okay if I transfer the call to his office?
She asked him.
Yeah, that's fine. Why would you include this in your story?
It's called
Ring,
realism.
ring.
Ring asterisk, ring asterisk, ring asterisk. Hello?
Hey Sean, it's Bandit. I was wondering how Chili's doing. I'm planning on bringing my kids to see her, Bandit said.
Oh, you might not want to bring in your daughters today. She has been having mood swings for the last hour, and it doesn't look like she'll be out of it for a while, mate, Sean said.
Oh, really? What type of mood swings?
Mood
Bandit asked.
swings, you dumb fuck. They're not... There's only one definition. There's only one type of them. Right now, she's in a depressed mood. I tried talking to her, but she just ignored me and tries to look away.
But hasn't she had any angry mood swings? He asked Sean.
Not now, but she did have one 30 minutes ago, exactly.
Listen, asshole, am I gonna have to explain to you what a mood swing is? Okay, I guess I won't bring my daughters then, Bandit said, looking down.
We also did an X-ray scan on her skull to pump more fucking radiation in there and fucking, X-rays are great for cancer.
We
And
really
I-
want to see how big we can make this.
Want to see how big we can make it. And I was right. She has a tumor in her brain. It's not huge, but it will continue to grow. I'll tell you more about it if you come in today, Sean said.
I'm bribing you with information about your wife's life. Okay, I'll try to be there in an hour, Sean, Bandit said.
I'll see you then, mate. Bye. I hope Sean becomes like Bandit's new love interest when Chili's gone.
Actually, I don't want to spoil anything, but I think it might be Trixie.
Oh no, shit!
Based
Uh-oh.
on the chapter title.
Oh no. 30 minutes later, the doorbell was rung by a husky who had food for the customer. Bandit opened the door and paid the husky for the food. After that, she gave it to him. Have a good day, mate, said the female husky.
I want to narrate my own life, like this fucking story.
Just
They
out
open up the
loud
door
for
of the
everyone.
apartment. There was an Arab student standing there with my DoorDash order. He gave it to the customer.
But
Thanks,
only,
Arab guy, I said.
but only after I paid. I had to hand over the money first.
I told you in the comments to drop it by the door and walk away. Why are you looking at my peephole? The white guy said. God damn it, I lost my spot.
You're at thanks. You're at thanks.
Is it, he put the food on the table?
Yeah, he
No.
put the food on the table, yeah.
Yeah, he put the food on the table and grabbed a few disposable plates. You fucking slobs. The plates that are already in your home.
Or just
So
fucking
him
eat
and
them
his
out of the
daughter.
Chinese takeout containers. You don't need to put them on plates.
I'm fucking taking the food out of these containers that I'm going to throw away to put them on plates that I'm going to throw away.
I'm macro dosing on microplastics. I want to give birth to a baby that already has shoes on.
You've got the sweet and sour chicken with a cup of rice and 12 dumplings. Enough for all of them. After he filled up their plates, he called for his daughters. Kids, time to eat, he called for them. Yeah, we established that. Bluey and Bingo heard their dad call them. Yep. Third time.
Third
And
time's the charm.
Went down to have dinner. After they were finished eating, they sat down on the couch to let the food digest. Hey, Dad, thanks for the food, Bluey said. Oh, of course, mate. I'm just glad to see you two happy. But I still wish Mum was here, so we could have shared some of the food. He added it.
Psh, scuffed Bingo. Bandit was starting to get worried. Bingo was hating her own mum. But then again, she was still a kid. She didn't fully understand her condition. Bandit got up from the couch and went outside in the backyard. He got on his phone to call Patrick. Hey, Bandit, how's it going, mate? Patrick said. Patrick was Bandit's best friend, a Labrador retriever.
Hey, Pat, I was wondering if you could take care of my kids for a while. I have to do some important things right now. That makes it sound like you're gonna go kill somebody.
If this fanfic is called Bandit's Belt. We can't rule out that possibility.
Oh, that's right, we haven't even got to the belt.
We haven't even gotten to the belt! Oh, sorry, Bandit. I can't do that right now. I'm fishing with my family. In the city. Hey, Lucky, I think you got a bite.
Weird. Okay, yeah, I guess you could fish off the wharf or something, but
Yeah.
weird place to go on a fishing trip. Oh, that's okay. I hope you guys catch a lot of bars. I don't know what those are.
Like barracudas.
Oh,
But
Okay.
bars, it just comes across as like, big fat furry men,
I was thinking like capybaras.
Big fat capybara furry men?
Yeah, I hope so. Wait, no, is that? Who is that?
Oh no, this is Pat. This is me. Yeah, I hope
Oh.
so. But I could ask Wendy. I don't think she's too busy. Patrick suggested.
Maybe I'll go check. Thanks, Pat. Seeing that's my fucking neighbor and all. No problem, mate. That's you, actually.
Yeah, no,
Patrick
no
hung
problem,
up.
mate.
I
Patrick
took it.
hung up.
Hey, Dad, I caught a baby crocodile.
Said Lucky, Patrick's son. You caught what? He yelled in terror. If a baby crocodile was near them, that means the mother crocodile wasn't that far. And then just fucking abandoning the crocodile part and just moving on.
Dad, I found a baby grizzly bear.
Let's make him do tricks. Let's teach him how to dance.
Bandit was at the door, about to leave, to ask Wendy if she could do him a favor. She lived next door. So there's no need to bring the girls. Just in case she says no.
It's like he finishes a fraction of a sentence and then remembers something else he wanted to put in that sentence. So instead of like going back and editing the sentence, he just adds a little addendum.
Backspace key is broken. gotta just power through this.
God, he's writing on a typewriter. We got
150,000
one shot at this.
That might be it. This might be real typewriter. Hey kids, I'm gonna go talk to Wendy quickly. Do not leave this house, okay? He stated as he left the house.
We got one take. We got 5 minutes for this shit. Then we gotta get to our fucking job at the 7-Eleven.
This fanfic was shot on film.
Bingo and Bluey didn't even hear they are dad. All they did was turn on the TV and relaxed for a bit. Bandit was a bit nervous about asking Wendy for help, since he didn't want to tell her Chili was in the hospital. But he decided to see what would happen, and rang her doorbell and waited for a bit. The door opened to reveal Wendy with her fur curled up in Conaires?
What? Conaires?
Conaires? That has to be like...
It's a brand of like...
Yeah, that's like a brand, but...
Yeah.
I guess they mean like curlers?
Yeah, I think so.
She was a gray Chow Chow breed, and they usually had puffy hair to show off their elegance.
Good evening, Wendy. How are you doing? Bandit said.
Hey, Bandit, I'm fine. How's it going? She said. She was a bit weirded out by seeing him in front of her house, especially since she could have sworn she heard screaming coming from his house about 1:30 in the morning last night. He's still mixing up his morning and his nights. It's just all the same to him.
Oh, you know, I've been really busy with the kids lately. But I was wondering, are you anything important this afternoon? He asked her.
No, not really. I was just gonna watch a movie and maybe read a book later.
Oh, great. I was actually wondering if you could take care of Bingo and Bluey for a while. I have to go take care of some errands, he asked.
Wait a minute, can't Chili take care of them? And why can't you just take them with you? She stated. A statement, not a question.
Well, the errand is Chili. I have to go to the hospital.
I thought you fucking said you didn't want to tell her she was in the hospital! You dumb fuck!
You drug it out of me.
Out of...
He asked me where I was going.
You twisted my arm, Wendy. God damn it!
Check up to see if she's okay. He lied a bit.
Just a bit. Oh my, what's wrong with her? Is she okay?
Well, no, that's why I said I'm gonna go see her.
She's in the hospital just for fun. Just fucking whatever. She's just getting some scans run. Just for a laugh.
You really wanted grippy socks.
'Cause she's a dog, she gets 2 pairs.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's why I gotta go. The doctor will explain everything when I'm there. But since she's in the hospital, and I'm going to be there for probably a while, I was hoping you could take care of the kids while I'm away. I'll give you $40 afterwards, he said.
Oh, okay, well just bring them here and I'll take care of them for you, Bandit, Wendy happily obliged. Chili was one of Wendy's best friends since they were neighbors, and both of them were pregnant at the time, so they both shared about the hard process of being pregnant and got along very well. They both respected each other.
Okay, I'll just go get them, he said, leaving Wendy with a worried look on her face. She hoped Chili was okay. When Bandit got into the house, he went to find the kids who were watching cartoons. He then grabbed the remote and turned the TV off. Hey, they both said in unison. Sorry, kids, but I'm gonna have to leave you two with Wendy while I go to see your mom at the hospital, he said to the girls. What I thought you said you were... Okay, that's not me, that's him.
Yeah.
What I thought you said you were gonna take us with you. Why are we being dropped off at Wendy's? Exclaimed Bluey. Sorry, Bluey, but the doctor told me she was having one of her mood swings. And well, there's a chance she might go crazy again. And I don't want you two to see that, he explained to her.
She was always crazy.
Bingo said, still mad at her.
That's enough, Bingo. Just go get ready to go, okay? Bingo said, getting a little tired of her complaining.
Yeah, your fucking 4-year-old gets attempted murdered by her mother once, and now she won't stop talking about it. What a fucking little baby bitch.
The cut
Get
hasn't
over
even
it!
scabbed over yet. It's been like 12 hours.
It's like bleeding through the tape.
But before she left, Bandit asked her to do him a favor. And Bingo, don't tell Wendy about your cut, okay? If she does ask you about your cut, just tell her you were running with scissors, and you accidentally hit the side of your neck, okay, mate?
That's a good point. 12 hours is a pretty significant portion of a 4-year-old's life. That's a good point.
Yeah. She spent like 10 of the last 12 hours being traumatized, so... He went to grab her shoulder, giving her a serious look. Giving her the same serious look he gave to Stripe. It didn't scare her as much, but it did let her know that he was not joking around. He's gonna stab her too if she mentions it.
Yes, Dad,
She said.
Bandit and his kids were at the front door of Wendy's house. They had 2 small bags of snacks.
Snacks! Oh boy, snacks!
Thanks for watching the kids, Wendy. I hope they won't be too much trouble, Bandit said.
Oh, I doubt they will be. I'll make sure of that, she said.
No, kids, be on your best behavior, okay? I don't want any complaints. I'll try to be back in 3 hours.
The trio
hugged.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Trio hugged, and they were done. Bandit went up to his car and drove away. While he drove, he waved to his kids, and they waved back to him. When they were done, Wendy brung the kids to her house.
Okay, girls, you will stay in Judy's room upstairs near the bathroom and... Bingo, what's on your neck?
She questioned her. She was surprised she'd just noticed Bingo's medical tape, even though she was right next to her the whole time.
I was running with scissors in my room. I fell, but Aunt Twixie fixed me up.
She lied. Wendy thought Bingo might be lying, because even she knew Bingo was never this irresponsible with scissors. Maybe Bluey, but not her. Bluey's an idiot. But then again, anyone can be irresponsible at times. Okay, then. Then what color were the scissors, Bingo? She's fucking interrogating her about her story.
They were...
She looked at Bluey.
blue.
She tried to lie again. It was quiet for a few seconds. Then Wendy told them to leave their stuff in Judy's bedroom. And then the girls went running upstairs to Judo's room. What the fuck? Yeah, that's a good point. They called her... Up till now, they were calling her Judy. Her name's Judo.
Yeah,
and then they realized that mid chapter, and were like, oh shit. And because they're writing on a typewriter, they can't go back and fix it.
I self-corrected it to Judo that entire time.
I didn't even. Yeah, I forgot that character's name is Judo, because Judo's a fucking dumb name.
Me cunt of a mum nearly went necked me.
Jesus. Okay, where were we? Where were we?
Uh-uh.
It was quiet for a few seconds, and Wendy told them to leave their stuff in Judy's bedroom. Then the girls went running upstairs to Judo's bedroom. Bluey yelled out her name, but no one responded.
Judo, it's Bluey. We're here to play for a bit, she shouted. She turned on the light to be surprised by Judo's absence. So was Bluey? Wait,
What?
Bluey? She turned on the light to be surprised by Judo's absence. So was Bluey.
That's his. Okay, so was Bingo.
There. Oh, okay. So I'm all over the place. This shit has fried my brain. So was Bingo. So they left their snacks
Snack.
and ran downstairs to see Judo on the couch about to play a movie. Hey, Judo's mom. Where's Judo?
She's on the couch about to play a movie.
You just established that!
Bluey asked her.
Oh, you see, Judo was with her dad, Bluey, she said, a little surprised by the question.
Why isn't her dad here then?
Questioned Bingo. Mysterious ellipses. Wanna watch a movie, kid? She suggested, a bit annoyed by their questions. End of chapter 4!
So,
We probably ought to cut it there for tonight, just 'cause it's like fucking almost 2:30.
her husband and Chili both worked in Camp Lejeune. And they both got mesothelioma.
And now they're entitled to financial compensation.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what this fucking, like, last bit with Judo is. Like, their lead, like, Judo's not here, and they're gonna, like... We have to keep reading this at some point, because I have to know where this is going. I have to know what they're gonna do. There's a chapter called Muzzle, a chapter called Death. There's a chapter called Crazy World. We gotta figure this out. We can't
Demise, joke, funeral, peril,
Alcohol.
smoking, mort.
Mort. Love. Yeah, so we have to fucking come back to this because it's so fucking... It doesn't make any goddamn sense, even a little bit.
Look, and the next chapter must be an uptick in
Oh, it is called Happiness. It is called Happiness.
And then, however,
But
goes down from
she's discharging blood from her body in Happiness, so I don't think Happiness is too good.
happiness, reunion, anger, alcohol, feral, demise, choke, funeral, reflection, away, crazy world.
America.
I
Hopefully,
think the person that wrote this did like a fuck ton of Benadryl, like that one giant Benadryl, and then fucking was like, I gotta.
look, I
out.
got so many ideas from the Benadryl. It's
I gotta
called Bluey
bang out
Drill.
160,000 words about Bluey right now.
I took Bluey branded kids Benadryl, and now I can't stop writing Bluey's belt. Okay.
I butt chugged a liter of NyQuil, and now I must write.
A liter of NyQuil and tinnies. Okay. I don't even fucking know what a tinny is. It's like... I got so emotional watching Bluey while I'm at the deputy on my meds. Okay. Okay. That was a lot of fun, though. That was a lot of fun. Kero, thank you for being here.
I bet you $100 fentanyl comes up.
I will not take that bet because you're probably right. But we'll see, because we're going to get back to this. Thank you, Kero, for joining me on this fucking horrible nightmare. I can't wait till we do this again. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Ferret. Thank you, Wound. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Cactopus. Thank you, the Spanish guy who I couldn't understand. I'm sorry I couldn't understand you. Hopefully I will be back sometime with more Psychonauts. I wanted to do this because I wanted to check out this fanfic, but I didn't want to just read it on my own.
I can see why.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, thanks everybody. I hope everybody has a good night. Everybody say bye to Kero. Everybody say thank you, Kero. Everybody say thank you, Kero.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you for having me, Needle. And I have a very bad headache now.
Good. I'm glad. Okay. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much.